Rob Perillo.
Welcome back. Well, it was a breezy and mild one today. More of the same tomorrow, Friday into the weekend as well, but a change coming late Sunday. We'll discuss that and have the whole true view forecast in just a bit. First off, though, let's look at the big pattern across the lower 48. And high pressure still dominating our weather, although it's kind of far away. It's over by South Carolina and Georgia. That's been allowing for southerly winds, and you have these low pressure systems out in the Rockies and the West Coast. So we're feeding the moisture off to the north. In fact, there's a tornado watch across portions of Iowa into Minnesota, which is kind of early for this time of year. And then snow on the back end of the system. Winter storm watches and warnings as you get into Wyoming, and they are going to be expanding across Colorado, portions of New Mexico and Arizona down the line as this system, it's already got winter storm warnings going for the Sierra Nevada. This is going to be an epic storm system, stays well north of our region, so that means we're just going to continue to have those breezy south winds feeding those storm systems off to our north. Now, lots of clouds today. We did see a few breaks in those clouds, some intervals of sunshine, also a few light showers out there. As we take a look at the Doppler radar now, we're seeing those light sprinkles mainly up into the northern parishes of Acadiana, St. Landry Parish. And then as we move on over, we get into Evangeline, Allen, Beauregard, and Vernon parishes, some spotty shower activity. Very light, but a little bit more concentrated off to our north and west. We got to keep that 10% chance of a shower in the forecast through tomorrow. Latest model guidance, at least the GRAF is going for less in the way of cloud cover, but I do think we're going to see partly to mostly cloudy skies overnight tonight. Temperatures bottoming out in the 60s, and then as we head into tomorrow afternoon, another sun and cloud mix, probably a little bit more sunshine as compared to today, so temperatures will be a degree or two warmer. We were 77 today, 79 or 80 looks to be a good call for tomorrow. Stays breezy as well. We'll talk more about that in a bit. And then late night, early morning clouds, temperatures again in the low to mid 60s. And then as we head into your Friday, much the same, temperatures pushing 80 under a sun and cloud mix and still breezy out there. Maybe not quite as breezy Friday as compared to today and what we're expecting tomorrow. Now here's that epic snowstorm I'm talking about. Easterly winds piling into the foothills of the Rockies. So you're going to be looking at snow accumulations in the feet there. Meanwhile, a frontal boundary is going to be knocking on our door as we head into late Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. It's probably going to be severe weather with this system. Saturday to the west, Sunday mainly from Cenla on northward. Still tough to tell if we're going to see any severe weather here locally, but a good chance of storms going into Sunday night. And then that frontal boundary pretty much becomes stationary and doesn't do a whole lot. And it looks like we stay unsettled as we go into the middle part of next week with more rain chances on the way. More snow for our friends off to the north and west. And speaking of which, check this out. This is the Euro model snow forecast. Denver over a foot, Colorado Springs maybe 1.5 feet. You get into portions of Wyoming over 2 feet, and some spots even more than that as you get into the high plains of western Nebraska. So that's going to be a big whopper of a system. Tomorrow it's the winds again, and magically they start kicking up right around 9-10 o'clock in the morning. They stay breezy, and again look for winds gusting up to 10 to 15 miles higher than the sustained winds. We'll take a look at those wind gusts in greater detail coming up at 6, but those wind gusts tomorrow afternoon in the 30s once again. So 63 the low tonight, breezy and mild. The wind dies down late tomorrow. Another warm one and a breezy one, 80 the projected high. And as we go down the road, upper 70s to lower 80s into next week until we see a definitive change in the pattern. Unsettle as we go into mid next week, but I'm not going too high on the rain chances. And then toward the end of next week, a little bit cooler and drier.